Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, yesterday's last red candle definitely sheds some doubt on the white wave count. I already made you aware yesterday that this is basically here a make or break point where the white wave count can fail. Yeah, similar to Bitcoin. Price pulled back in a wave 2 into this support area. That wasn't broken, so we haven't got a sustained break below this support area, but I indicated to you how fragile this is, and if we see a sustained break below 25.4 cents, we're probably following here this triangle pattern. I only just indicated it on the chart. I haven't put the entire context around it, but it basically just means that this yellow wave count on the 4-hour chart here would essentially form another higher low above the 11th of September low, okay, and then a lower high. So basically a triangle pattern. I might as well actually add some trend lines here, just to indicate that this could indeed be this this triangle. Yeah. Let me just put that up here right now so everybody is aware of it, because literally it is the pivot point here that will decide between the two, which is the 25.4 cent level. So I want to share with you the micro count for this triangle. Let me take that, so just make that smaller. So first of all, we've got here still the potential that in a larger triangle, yeah, so we're still tracking here this overall larger triangle on the ADA chart, really boring price action, very weak. Doesn't absolutely show the strength of, for example, Solana right now. And we also didn't forecast any significant upside, right, for ADA, just for that reason, because the chart tells us that this potential just isn't here at the moment. It's just not very visible, this decent upside potential. The chart looks very weak and there is no clear setup to the upside. There is a potential short term for a bit of a rally into the 30 to 34 cent region, as indicated before, but I said to you that it's not highly likely, and I'm not very confident because of the overall sideways correction and the overall context of this chart. I mean, for example, Solana didn't make a lower low here in June, yeah, and it has been holding all these higher lows, basically the support areas, and that is what is now, that sort of setup was there, and here it's not. So while there is a potential here to move higher to complete this larger Elliott wave triangle, it would only be a corrective move, okay, and so we cannot trust it because it's just not trending, it's just moving sideways. So that's why we still primarily focus on another bear market low, either more directly or after a little bit of further upside. Yeah, and it really takes a break above the 38 cent level, a sustained break, to indicate something more bullish, but that's far away and currently nothing we're focusing right now. It's just, obviously there is always a bullish possibility, but while anything is possible, not everything is probable, okay? Not at the moment. So still tracking this triangle, which is a 5-wave move. A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, and the E wave. And then we could see the sell-off. The sell-off can always happen earlier. So the trend, in my opinion, overall is still down. This is just a holding pattern before we continue the downtrend. That's at least what the chart tells me. It's not necessarily what I want, but that's what the chart tells me, okay? So we always try to, we don't try to have an opinion and then try to make the patterns work for it. We look at the patterns and then form our opinion. Okay, so that's quite a bit of a difference. Yeah, and in the white wave count, obviously we could form this last wave of this triangle in an E wave. That would be here a WXY structure, and then the price from here should see a reaction between 30 and 34 cents to make that lower low. Now there's no need to get there, okay? So the triangle doesn't need to complete. It can always go down earlier because the trend is down, and you see how difficult it is for ADA to push a little higher. So therefore I gave you another scenario yesterday and said, look, we reached our upside target here for the third wave. After 3 waves, these can always break down. And if it does go below the micro support at 25.5 cents, which to be honest it did, but only for a short period, so we still can give it a chance in the white wave count, but I'm losing. I mean, it's already an unreliable wave count, okay, the upside wave count, but it's just become a little less likely. So I told you that, okay, if it fails, it's probably going to follow this triangle A, B, C, then a D wave and an E wave. That's what I'm watching. So it could certainly form here now the D wave to the downside, which would form a higher low below, sorry, above the 24-cent level. But yeah, I mean, so you have at least a pattern that you can follow should the price break below that micro support. So unfortunately, ADA continues to move in corrections. I mean, at the moment, this move down looks like a 3-wave move, probably a wave W, X, Y, for example, in wave D. So if we get a bit more detail, I will sketch that out. But I can tell you that with that dip below the support, which indicates weakness, a breakdown lower has certainly become more likely. Yeah, a more direct breakdown. But even then, it would probably move a little sideways over the next few days and weeks in this smaller triangle. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. I think the levels are clear. So hope you liked the update about ADA. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.